I'm going to get the giggles, Kate. Here it goes. Okay. So, welcome back. What am I talking about? It's really ridiculous. I think it started, by the way.
Have you started? You just told me to get giggles.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello everybody, welcome back to our latest vlog. This week we're going to be talking about finding the right talent. So I would like Kate to lead this because Kate is our finding talent guru, and so is perfectly placed to discuss finding the right talent, what we've done in the past, how we do it, and hopefully some tips.
How we will do it.
How we will do it, and hopefully you guys can take some tips from this as well. So, Kate, over to you. How do we find talent?
Talent is a massive delight of mine.
Okay.
It's a bit of a mission for me, phase 3.
Right.
Always has been.
Okay.
I'm not sure I'm quite ready to do this vlog because I haven't quite nailed how we find talent, but I do know we're doing it pretty well, which is great. Top tip straight away is keep face-to-face involvement if you do care about the attributes that your people bring you. Mm-hmm. I have met leaders of considerably more sizable companies who still insist on a face-to-face meeting with every new recruit.
Okay.
And I advise you to keep doing it.
Do you think we could keep on doing that as we grow and get?
I'm going to.
Increase the numbers that we have? Yeah.
I'm going
to. Okay.
I don't mind if it's 5 minutes, and sometimes it is 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I remember one of our team.
I agree with it, by the way.
I remember one of our team.
You
recommended him, and he shall remain nameless, but you know who you are.
Yeah.
And you told me that you needed my view on whether he was a talented man.
Yep.
And I think I took less than 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Well, they say that, don't they? That the first 30 seconds, the first minute of meeting somebody in a kind of formal, informal interview type meeting environment, you make your judgment, don't you? You make your call on that person.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that is important. It is important.
Okay, so I've got point number 2.
Yeah.
Go straight for the advice on this one. I'm going straight for the advice. That's I have this phrase which I would call attribute based resourcing, I suppose, to write grand stuff. If I was writing a grand paper about how to resource, I would talk about attribute based resourcing. And that's this concept that preferably ditch the job descriptions.
Good. Love that. Job description. Awful. Hate them.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
The traditional job description, I should say.
In certain jobs are very prescriptive.
You need to be motivated. You need to be motivated in any job.
Well, I know. My point is, worry less about what people are actually going to do.
Yeah.
And worry more about how people want to do things, either feel or think.
Yeah.
In most working environments, you've got to think a little bit more about how people think. How can people... We're in a professional services world, and I've got to care very much how people can engage their grey cells.
Yeah.
And I want to know, in an interview, for example, I want to know how are they processing that conversation, and that's one of the things I'm doing when I'm meeting people face to face.
Do you think that experience of doing that role in a previous environment or a similar role or so on is as important as ability, as intelligence?
The obvious answer is no, it's not nearly as important, because you can learn stuff. I mean, we all know that stuff is learnable and some stuff is not learnable. But pretty much we know that even now they know that grown-up brains are just as, not just as, but plastic. Yeah. But I think that's a bit of an idealistic answer. I would prefer to be always in the luxury of being able to take on board somebody who can learn stuff and who thinks well. And for us, I mean, how you feel too. That's that commitment, that drive, ambition.
Yeah.
Those kind of attributes again.
So I think when you were recruited in to phase 3 and 3 or 4 others since.
Yeah.
That's changed my entire approach of how to find the correct talent for your business, because I think we spoke about this previously in a previous vlog.
What, when you said to me, how do I know you can sell?
How do I know you can sell? Well, that was the role you were coming in to do initially, and like I'm saying, that's how
it was a bit of a disaster.
It changes. It was a bit of a disaster. Of course it was. It's a bigger disaster now. So it changes from
Thanks very much.
MD. It changes at different stages of your business as well, and you never stop learning. You never stop picking things up. But I think in terms of finding the right people for your business, that was a big change in my approach. And like I said, we have other people on board who had no experience in terms of the role they were doing, or not quite as much, or slight kind of tweaks. There might have been HR people, but they didn't have experience of going out and meeting people, and so on and so forth. And for us, so far to date, it's proven to be very successful, I'd say. That doesn't mean that that's the only way. There are plenty of other ways as well. But I think that proven to
hang on a minute, I don't get to say why it isn't the whole answer.
Okay.
That you can't just always have that idealistic view, because sometimes you've got a reality that you need somebody to do the job. Now, 2 reasons.
Yep.
Either there's a gap, and this is
Yep.
very practical stuff. There might be a gap and you just
Yep.
got to fill it, in which case, yes, you've got to have somebody with the experience. And the other is the cost.
Of course.
Because a lot of our business planning is premised on a future where you have an upskilling plan, and you're not always in the luxury of being able to do that. Sometimes you've got to be able to do stuff now.
So what are your not 5, 3? What are your 3 top tips for anyone out there who's looking to scale the business, looking to bring in recruits, possibly is thinking, I can't really afford to make a mistake on this, Okay, what are your top tips?
What are my top
Your
tips?
top tips.
Okay, number 1, meet them yourself. If you care,
You only come out with 3 now, Kate. Then
2.5.
Go on.
If you care about it, meet people yourself. Secondly, if you care about it, another way to do that is to capture that in your values. I'm not sure I believe terribly much in things like mission statements and that kind of stuff, but I do believe in values.
Okay, that's a good point.
Have that nailed, and then you know what you're looking for in talented people. Thirdly, concentrate on not a job description on what people can do or have done, but on how people think and feel. Fourthly, ask people, doing quite well. Fourthly, ask people what matters to them in life.
Yep.
Don't just talk about the job. Make their job fit with their life. Ask them what makes them happy.
Yeah, that's a good point as well. That's really important.
Happy.
Really important point. Absolutely.
Any more? Fifthly, that thing about conversation, interviews are 2-way. Make them really, really 2-way.
How? That's not up to you. That's up to the person you're meeting with, isn't it? They have to get involved.
Be a little bit, I suppose, humble about it.
Okay.
Say, what do you want out of this job?
Okay.
What will make you happy? What will work? What will not work?
Yeah.
How can we be good for you? These are different ways of phrasing the same kind of questions.
And it is the hardest part, isn't it, of business? Your people. Business is pretty straightforward, to be fair. It's people that make it difficult.
Well, again, it's a bit sector dependent, but there are many businesses for whom that's relevant, and I'd guess almost any business when we're small enough. I've forgotten what I was going to say at number 6. At number 6 is
bailing out, Kate.
I need bailing out.
Need bailing out. Why don't you tell us what your number 6 is, guys? Let us know. Comment, share, like. Do you need to get involved, please, in the conversation? Let us know what you look for. How do you manage your talent? What do you look for in terms of bringing people on board? Even what are your key tips? And I think we're done with this week. Are we? Have we remembered number 6 yet? No?
I will do in time for next time.
In terms of next week. Good. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully see you all next week.
Thank you.